There we go. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the second of today's Sea Lion display here at Knowsley. Now, I'm over there, I've also got one of the trainers today, and as you can see, we've brought two of our boys out to meet you all today. And the first job for these two is to give everybody a nice big wave hello. Well, they will wave to you and then to boys. So then first, so that's it. Everybody get your hands up in the air. Give them a nice big wave. Oh, very good. That's everyone. We better say hello then, boys. Make everybody feel welcome. Now these two, they are both California sea lions. And as that name just suggests, you can of course find the largest population of this particular type of sea lion all along the coast of California. But you can also find them as far north as Canada, where it does get very cold, and as far south as Mexico, where it's lovely and warm. So these are quite a versatile, wide-ranging species, which does also mean that they can cope with whatever the British weather has to chuck at them too. So that's always helpful. Let me introduce you to the parents first. I'll start with the little fella. So this little guy, he's called Louis, and Louis is our baby. He's only 11 years old, so he is our youngest and one of the cutest stallion. He's really clever, loves to learn new things and show everybody what he can do. He's also quite vocal at times, but in general, Louis ever so laid back. He sometimes falls asleep mid-display and doesn't always listen or pay attention either, do you? But that is a lovely little Louis. Now the very noisy, excitable sea lion over in the corner with him. This is Arthur, and Arthur is 21 years old now. And out of the three sea lions that we look after here at Knowsley, Arthur is without a doubt the naughtiest. He's really trouble and he makes an awful lot of noise. And you haven't gathered that already. Little has not met to let Arthur so a golden boy, he can do no wrong in her eyes. But saying all that, he's really clever and he's very friendly. Arthur loves a little shake. Are you going to be a good boy for us, Arthur? You are? Well, he always says that. So we will soon try now. So that is our two lovely boys. Now we're going to start off by getting them to show you guys an ability that sea lions are world famous for, and that is of course their ability to balance things on the end of their nose. Now, a lot of people know sea lions can do this, but not everybody knows how it's done. So boys, will you show everybody please and hang on to these for us? Very good. So the secret to this is all in the lovely whiskers you can see on the sea lion's faces. Their whiskers are not strong enough to hold those big wooden fish up or move them around in any way. But they are very sensitive, so they feel for movement. So these two are listening to their whiskers and then they're moving their heads around in the right direction with their long flexible necks to try and stop the fish from falling off. So as long as Arthur and Louis both concentrate and listen carefully to their whiskers, they really could balance all day long. Well done. Now, when we introduced these two to you earlier, we did introduce them as sea lions because they're not seals. People call them seals all the time, and it isn't true. They are two completely different species. I've forgotten something, haven't I? The fish. Sorry, let me just rewind back a little bit. I'm going ahead of it. So, with the whiskers, in the wild, the fish. In the wild, their whiskers do have a much more important use. They're not there to help them balance big wooden fish on their noses. In the wild, they use them to help them find their food. Sea lions live off fish and squid. We've got that at the end. And fish and squid make an awful lot of movement. So their whiskers, they feel for the movement and vibrations that are made underneath the water. And that helps them pinpoint exactly where the fish and squid are hiding. So their whiskers really are very important when it comes to the sea lions finding
Ah, just get out of that water.
We'll give Arthur a round of applause.
Swallowed the sausage roll.
So, as I've already said, we've introduced these two as sea lions because they're not seals. People call them seals all the time, and it isn't true. They are two completely different species. In fact, they get a bit embarrassed. Louis, how do you feel when somebody calls you a seal? Yeah, it's upsetting, isn't it? They do, to be fair, look very similar, and they do come from the same family, which is pinnipeds. Now, all pinnipeds means is flipper-footed. So between the four of us today, we're going to show you how you can tell the two apart. The first thing to look for is how they swim through the water. So sea lions, just like these two, only ever swim using their big front flippers. Boys, show everybody how big your front flippers are for me, please. Let's have a little look. Can you show everybody? Oh, very nice, thank you. Very good. So as you can see, these guys have huge front flippers, just like paddles, and they move them up and down in the water. It looks like a flying motion, and this will propel them at speeds of anything.
That one's in the jet and flying. That one's just flumping.
Now, these two seals, similar size to our hands, but they also be stuck to the sides of their bodies, making them pretty difficult to swim with. So seals, on the other hand, they swim using their back flippers instead, but they move their back flippers from side to side, a little bit like a fish. But because these guys swim using their big front flippers, it means they build up loads of muscles in their chest and in their shoulders, making them very strong and quite good, and a little bit of gymnastics as well. So show everybody for us, please, a front flipper stand, keep your big arm up in the air.
Hey, look at that.
So, it can take a minute to get as well, let's bear with us. But this is something that only a sea lion can do. Seals can never do anything like this because they're tiny front flippers. And to give you an idea how heavy they are, Arthur weighs about 23 stone as well. Give them another round of applause. You're going to give yourself a clap, Arthur. It's very modest, isn't it? Now, because of those differences in the flipper sizes, and of course the swimming, this also means that seals and sea lions move very differently on land as well, which is
Take them with us.
a way to tell the two apart. So I'm going to take Louis for a little walk around, just so you can see how he gets about when he's not in the water. But firstly, let me tell you all about his back flippers, because sea lions have the ability to rotate their back flippers forwards or backwards. So when he's swimming or when he's relaxing on land, his back flippers would be stretched out behind him. But as you can see, he's rotating them forward. So he's formed himself almost like a pair of feet. So watch as Louis walks all four of his flippers. They move independently to one another. So he's now got four separate walking limbs. And this means he walks in the same way as a dog or a cat or any other four-legged animal. It also makes him quite mobile. Louis can jump over things. And he can also jump up to try and reach the things standing up on his back flippers.
They're the same size, is it?
And he can even use these front flippers to roll over as well. Oh, very good. Well, let me do one more and then give him a round of applause. So as you can see, sea lions really are incredibly mobile on land. Seals, however, they can't use them in the same way for walking, running or climbing. So sea lions will always be much more notable if you ever see them on the beaches. But I think that was a brilliant scene impression. Give Louis a round of applause. Now, with all those differences between seals and sea lions, there are of course a few things that they do share The first thing and most important thing is their food. They need out of fish and squid. Now, fish and squid, they're not easy things to try and catch, whilst they use their lovely whiskers to locate where they are. They've also got to have good eyesight and a good sense of speed and direction as well. Now, obviously, here at Moseley, we feed these guys today. They've got herring on the menu. So to show you just how good they are at catching things, Lynn is going to throw 5 rings to Arthur. Lynn's going to try and throw 5 rings to Arthur. Let's see how many he can catch over his head. Are you ready, Arthur? Here we go. There's 1, well done, 2, 3, 4, very good. So they were all pretty easy, very good, Lynn. So Lynn's going to spin the last one, makes it faster and harder for Arthur to catch. So if he does, do give him a round of applause for us, okay? Are you ready, Arthur? Here it comes up. And go.
Hey!
Now there is one more thing that seals and sea lions have in common, only this time it's much more dangerous because it's their enemies. California sea lions have 2 particular types of natural enemy or predator. The first one is the killer whale, or the orca, that's its top name. We're not going to tell you the second one though, because it's Arthur's turn to do the impression, and he does quite a good one of this second enemy, don't you, Arthur? So come on, you show everybody for us, please. What is your deadliest enemy? Yeah. Sharks. So we're talking about these types of sharks. Tiger sharks, bull sharks, and the great white shark, of course. They think sea lions make a pretty lovely dinner. So the minute they think an enemy is anywhere nearby, they'll do one thing sharks and orcas can't do. They'll simply swim straight back to the beach, and they're nice and safe. But do you give Arthur a round of applause? Now there is another enemy to California sea lions, however, this one isn't a natural enemy. We're of course talking about litter, particularly plastics. Now litter, plastics, all kinds of pollution, they're enemies to all animals around the world. But even animals here in our park, you wouldn't believe the amount of litter that we get thrown into our pools here at Moseley. So we decided to teach all of our sea lions to show you guys exactly what we should be doing with our litter. Because our take-home message is, if we can teach 3 sea lions to put their rubbish in the bin, then there really is no excuse for us. So please, wherever you are around the world or around the safari park today, be like Arthur, put your rubbish in the bin, you never know who it might save. And of course, give him a big round of applause.
Hey! We asked walking there, so we jumped in.
Now, we are unfortunately quite close to the end of this afternoon's display, but before we go, we are going to let the boys finish things off with their favourite bit. This is when they both get you a little bit shown off by leaving out the water.
Hey, lads.
Touch this big ball. Now, I'm lowering it down for Arthur first. And
Jumps off there.
Arthur can kick that high ball that he
Jumps off
fell.
there.
What do you reckon, Arthur? About there, is that okay? Yeah.
He's answering it. Video this bit. Video.
So if Arthur manages this, you've got to give him a big round of applause. Because you know what? He's been a really good boy in this display. He's not always a good boy, don't kid yourself then. But he has been good today. And this jump takes loads of effort as well. Now we always give Arthur to the count of 3. You've all got to help us count, okay? The louder the better. We're going to shout 1, 2, 3, and then shout go as loud as we can. Are you ready, Arthur? Here we go. 1,
1, 2, 3, go!
Lead the way. Will he hit it?
Hey!
Well done, Arthur. What are you doing? Come on, Arthur. Give yourself a clap.
Hey! He's laughing.
Now that jump is a little bit too easy for Louis, so I am going to really do it. But before I do that, it does give me a quick chance to tell you about our posters. Because at the end of the display, we will be selling posters of Arthur, Louis, and Roger, the little sea lion from both exhibits. seat
Oh, look at the
doors.
scratch, look.
They're only £2 each for individual
Let's get the one down for this.
sea lion or any three for a fiver. But we've also got our brand new limited edition poster of all three sea lions together, and that's £5 on its own. Let me tell you how hard it is to get three sea lions to sit still for a picture. It's very difficult. So if you have enjoyed the display and you would like to take a poster of your favourite sea lion home, do put the series at the end, and every penny from the posters goes straight back to these guys as well, so you can help them to support our sea lions too. If you don't want a poster, you might like to help us out with our charity. It's the Monk Seal Conservation Trust. The monk seal is one of the most endangered marine mammals in the world, so we're trying to do our bit to help. So if you would like to make a donation to them, we're collecting plastic sea lions by home basic laws, and anything that goes into them goes straight to the Monk Seal charity. As I say, we haven't finished yet. It is Louis' turn. Louis is quite good at this. His highball goes to about there at the minute. And again, I always want him to do his touch up with his nose as well. So if Louis manages it, you've got to give him a big round of applause too, because he's been ever so good. And this takes a lot more effort because Louis is much smaller, the highball's higher, and he's even moving as well. I must warn you guys in the front though, even though Louis is the smallest, do not let that fool you. He's the one that makes the splash, alright? So,
Jump down here quick.
we're going to give Louis to the count of 3 as well, so you've all got to help me count once again. Are you ready, Louis? Here we go! 1, 2, 3,
go!
He's away, look at it!
Oh! Look at that.
Louis, what happened? Come over here. It's okay. I mean, he wasn't even close, was he?
Well, guys.
Louis, you missed. You missed.
Ah!
It's alright, we're going to give him another go. I mean, he wasn't even close, so I am going to lower it down a little bit. I'm going to be nice and lower it down a little bit. Because if he misses again, he'll have a right pop on. I know he wants that. So I'm going to take it down to about there. Whether we get it or not this time round,
Straight in for
we're going to give him a round of applause either way, because we're not going to make him do it 3 times. You've all got places to go as well. But we're going to count once again, even louder this time. Are we ready once again? 1, 2, 3,
go!
Let me get it this time.
Yay!
Well done, Louis. Give yourself a clap.
He's dabbling as well.
So unfortunately, that nearly brings us to the end, but please stay where you are. We're not allowed to open the doors until I've said the final little bit of health and safety. Firstly, these two, they're going to be heading straight outside now, so if you would like to see them, they'll be in their outdoor pool by those exit doors. When you're leaving the seating area, remember what I said, please don't climb down the benches, take your time, use the stairs. And if you have any questions, I suppose we love to talk about these guys. Me and Lynn will be by the shop in just a minute. But in the meantime, I'm cheeky little Louis, noisy Albert, Lynn and me, thank you for coming.
Hey! Yeah, do you used to jump off there? Yeah?